Welcome to the Teapot Reads. I'm the Teapot. This is what I'm currently reading, and I am so happy to see you today. Manga is still sort of a new territory for me. I know last season I did a wrap-up going over what I had read over the summer, and I really enjoyed doing that, and so I'm doing it again. I didn't read nearly as much over these last 3 months, so September, October, and now we're in the middle of November. I didn't read... Hi. Hi. Hi, sweet boy. Hi. Tank says hi, apparently. I didn't read nearly as many... I didn't read nearly as many manga volumes or series or anything at all these last couple months. Part of it is because I just sort of feel like a lot of that flicker of excitement that I had over the summer sort of died down. I think Tank's just gonna be here for a bit. A lot of that excitement that I initially had kind of died down. I also just didn't have nearly as much time to read over these last couple months. Work has been a lot. Life has been a lot. And I don't know, I wasn't able to sit down and consume as much as I had been over the summer. That being said, these last couple weeks actually, I don't know what triggered it, but I've gotten very re-excited for manga. And so I'm hoping this winter I will be reading loads. So I am filming this still in November. There is still a week and a half left. So I could finish one of the manga that I'm going to project on reading in the winter, but it really probably won't be more than one. Anyway, since I don't have a huge library to pull from in my mind, like on ranking manga. Hold on. Tinky! What are you doing? Yeah, he looked guilty. I don't have a lot to compare it to, and I feel like rating them on a 5-star scale would be inadequate and unfair to the stories themselves, so I will be rating them on a thumbs up, thumbs down scale, and this is probably what I'm going to be using moving forward. 2 thumbs up would be like phenomenal, amazing, go read it immediately. 2 thumbs down would be like trash fire. Spoiler alert, none of these are 2 thumbs down. First up are Hanako Kon volumes 10 and 11. I am still absolutely loving this series, and actually I just finished volume 11 yesterday. I don't want to risk any spoilers, but the plot of Toilet Bound Hanako Kon is basically about a girl, Yashiro, who ends up making a deal with one of her school's ghosts, Hanako, and she becomes his assistant, and they kind of deal with the school mysteries. There's a lot going on outside of that, but again, I don't want to spoil anything. These 2 volumes continue the Shijima plot, and it looks like it's going to continue for at least one more volume. I'm totally okay with that. I do like this arc. It's the largest arc we've seen so far, and I'm really happy to be able to live in this storyline because I did think that some of the previous storylines were very quickly laid out, but definitely felt like groundwork. This feels like we're getting into the meat of the story. Definitely both of them get thumbs up. I will say that. I think my only complaint is that we just didn't have a lot of the Hanako-Yashiro chemistry that makes the book so fun. Definitely still really good stories. Definitely like both characters separately, although we are just not getting a lot of Hanako at the moment. I just hope that the next volume will give us more of that dynamic back, which I think it will, just the way that volume 11 left off. Yeah, great series. Definitely recommend if you're looking to get into manga. This is just a lot of fun, and I think the volumes are a bit easier to get a hold of at the moment. I'm giving another thumbs up rating to Spy Family Volume 6. This series continues to be so much fun. Even when it's ridiculous, it's so much fun. It follows the Forger family, an assassin, a spy, a telepath, and a dog, all of whom are keeping their identities hidden from each other. And this volume centers a lot on Lloyd and Fiona. Fiona being one of Lloyd's agents, co-workers, I guess. It was so ridiculous. A lot of this volume focuses on a tennis match. I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it. I thought it was lots of fun. I ended up liking Fiona a lot more than I thought I would. She gave off such I'm going to hate you vibes, but she wasn't. She wasn't a hateable character. She's a pitiable character in some ways. She's a funny character in a lot of ways. I enjoyed her. I also, as always, loved the chapters that centered on Anya. Anya continues to steal the show. I absolutely love her. Cannot wait to see where her plot goes. Like, just, she's a gem. Just constantly a gem. So yeah, looking forward to the next volume. These volumes come out really slowly, so I don't even know if we're getting one in the next couple months. And finally, I told you I did not read a lot these last couple months, but I did read volume 1 of The Girl from the Other Side. A coworker recommended this to me a long time ago, and I've had my eye on it for even longer than that, just because it has such a gorgeous art style. Like, it's very pretty and very simple. It recently wrapped up, and I've heard a lot of mixed things regarding the conclusion to this series. I'm not that worried because I know I'm going to float through this series very gently, so I feel like it's not like a high-stakes series for me. I'm giving it a thumbs up. It's a little bit of a wobbly thumbs up just because there wasn't a lot to latch onto. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like I have to read book 2 immediately. So, you know, wobbly thumbs up. Basically, it's a sort of fairy tale, sort of slice of life, sort of meditation on good and evil about a little girl from the human world who is dropped into the world of monsters with only teacher, that's this guy, to sort of help her out. It's not like 2 separate worlds like that you have to travel between necessarily. It's really just like it's part of the same world divided by a wall. I liked it. Really, really soft story. Very leans into the fairy tale aspects. I did pick up volume 2. I am excited to read volume 2. I'm excited to continue with the series. So yeah, I think, like I said, wobbly thumbs up. I also wanted to talk about some manga that I am hoping to read this winter. A lot of titles here actually, and I've had several of them sitting on my, bedside table for a very long time, and I'm sure I'm going to pick up a different series at some point as well as I get distracted by shiny objects. But first of all, we have Freeran Beyond Journey's End. This I saw being hyped on TikTok, and I'm really excited. I actually just started it this morning. I read chapter 1. It's about Freeran. She is part of a party. Basically, it's got very D&D feels. She was part of a party that defeated the Demon Lord, but they all have much shorter lifespans than she does. So 50 years after the events of defeating the Demon Lord, she's still young and alive and well, and has to really contend with the fact that she's going to live longer than her friends. And the story actually starts with one of her friends having died. I was enjoying chapter 1. I think that it's still too early to say much of it. I am enjoying the D&D vibes. I think it's really fun. I really am looking forward to it diving into those nostalgic and sort of sad feelings I always get at the end of like movies like Return of the King, or at the end of a really good D&D game. Like, it's hard to say goodbye. So I'm really looking forward to it diving into those emotions. Okay, like I said, I am also really excited to read volume 2 of Girl from the Other Side. I picked this up pretty much as soon as finishing volume 1. Yes, again, loving it. I also love like the wintry vibes. I think it's gonna be a really good winter read. I think I always see it like on autumnal. Ooh, what did you do, Tank? I always see it on like autumnal reading lists, but it's really giving me cold, wintry, November-y, January vibes. And also, I didn't get a chance to read these last several months, which makes me really sad because they've been sitting there for a while and I've been really excited for it. And that is Sweat and Soap volumes 8, 9, and 10. I have had these sitting there. I just haven't had the chance. They came in so close to each other. I wasn't expecting that because it normally takes forever for manga to get out. I don't know what's going on. These just like printed real quick next to each other. I am so excited to continue with this series. I definitely know it's going to be an uplifting. I know there will be drama and angst because there always is, but I also know it's going to be really uplifting and something I'm really looking forward to sitting down and reading. And I know that it wraps up with volume 11, so that's going to be really sad. I don't really want to say goodbye to this series or these characters, but I also feel like it's at a pace where I'll feel what? It's at a pace where I feel like it'll feel like a really proper conclusion. Okay, then we have Way of the House Husband. I have volumes 1 and volumes 2. These were recommended to me by the same person who recommended I read Totally Bound Hanako Kon, Spy Family, and Sweat and Soap, all of which I love. So that person has a really great track record. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll pick this up. It is a sort of slice of life story, I think, about a guy who used to be a member of the Yakuza, but he gives it up to be with his partner and just be a house husband. Did you just throw that at my camera? I'm really excited. It's supposed to be really cozy. Again, think cozy, think winter. I love it. Also, on the back it says housework without honor or humanity. Like, it's just so funny. It's hilarious. I'm really excited to get into these. And finally, I know absolutely nothing about this. The art is 100% why I bought it, why I've been interested in it. It sounds really cool. It sounds really fun. It gives me Ghibli vibes. I'm really excited for it. And the art is like gorgeous throughout. Like, just, it's so pretty. Really excited for this one. Cannot wait. I don't know if I'm going to get to this or Way the House Husband first. I definitely want to catch up on the series that I'm reading already, but I'm really excited to get to this. I'm always looking for manga recommendations, so don't be shy. Please recommend some in the comments. I'm always looking for more, especially when I get really excited about manga. If you liked this video and you want to see more like it, if you want to see more of Tank, yes, I know, I'm not giving you enough attention. If you want to see more Tank, he shows up in a lot of videos. Please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I love every single one of you who has subscribed, so thank you. Thank you if we've already pressed that button, if this is coming across your feed. Oh my goodness, he's like, he's got a strong body. But this is where I'm going to wrap it up. I think Tank can't even stand it if I spend any more time not giving him attention. If you're somewhere cold, I hope you're staying warm. If you're somewhere warm, I hope you're staying comfortable. And most of all, I hope you're reading a great book. I will see you guys next time. Bye!